Hey guys, it's Crazy Kayla K here, coming at you on a Friday afternoon. So today I am going to do a rant, kind of. It has to do with anxiety for me personally, and for anybody else that suffers. I know exactly what you're going through, and you know what I'm going through. So, um, I just wanted to make this video because of the events that have happened today, and I just kind of want to do a little rant about my psychiatrist as well. Um, so anyway, you guys probably don't know this unless you're my close friends, but my mom recently just had 3 strokes in the last month and a half. She's had carotid artery surgery, heart catheter, rehab, all that. She just hasn't fully recovered, and I'm taking care of her. My boyfriend's been helping me. He's super supportive, and I really couldn't ask for him to be better with her. He helps me give her medication, and he just helps make sure that she's okay, and I just it means so much to me. Um, but during this whole process, my mom and I are best friends, and she's not back to who she was right now. I don't know if she'll ever come all the way back, and that's really hard for me to see and to watch. Her being in the hospital, that broke my heart, seeing her the way she was. Um, I just can't explain it. I thought for a few seconds that I was going to lose my mom, and I really hope that she has a bunch of more years to go and that she gets better. But right now, things aren't good. So, I hadn't seen my psychiatrist for a couple months, and he hasn't seen me since all of this transpired in my life. So obviously, I'm bipolar 1 and 2, anxiety disorder, post traumatic stress disorder, and a slight case of OCD. So I have extreme anxiety. Extreme anxiety. I mean, I'm talking about I wake up in the morning and I can wake up in an anxiety attack, just like bam. I mean, just because I know what faces me for the day, and it just makes me very anxious. It makes me feel very uptight, very, just like I just I want to scream. I want to throw things. Like I just have this like knot in my chest. It feels like there's an elephant sitting on top of me. I almost feel like I'm floating out of my body sometimes when I'm having these panic attacks. And so I tell my psychiatrist all of this, and the anxiety medicine that he has me on now is barely helping at all. I tell him all the events that have transpired with my mom, and we're moving her in, and everything that's happened, and my panic attacks have been a lot worse, and blah 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 blah. And he has the audacity to tell me that he's worried that I'm going to get dependent on them. So he doesn't up my dosage. He doesn't try me on anything else. And I told him straight up, I'm an ex addict. We had this conversation when I first came to see you. Like, I am not addicted to the Klonopins. I'm not dependent on the Klonopins. Like, I do not crave them and Jones them when I wake up like I did dope. Like, I am clean off of all of that mess. And he knows this. But does he try to help me at all? Like, at all? No. Like, he continues me on the same exact thing, same exact dosage that I've been on for a year that I told him was barely helping me whatsoever. Does not offer to try a different anxiety medication. Does not offer to at least up my dosage while I'm going through such a hard, traumatic time. Like, stress and anxiety, guys, can really affect you physically. A lot of people don't understand that until they experience it or they have loved ones that experience it. But on my birthday, December 18th, this past birthday, not too long ago, I just was super stressed out. I'm a very stressed out person. My job stresses me out. My life stresses me out. Myself stresses me out. I stress myself out. I'm a very uptight, stressed out person. That's why I like to do makeup, because it helps calm me down. It makes me feel better. But anyway, on my birthday, I developed a huge lump underneath my shoulder, and I had to miss like 4 or 5 days of work. The doctors didn't know what was going on, and eventually they found out that there's just a big old lump of tightened muscle that had formed underneath my shoulder blade. And I mean, it literally hurt so bad. I couldn't turn my head. I couldn't get my own head off of the pillow to get up in the mornings. Like, I was in tears. It hurt that bad. So finally, I go back up for my follow-up visit with my real doctor, and she tells me, she asks if I'm a stressed out person, and then she proceeds to tell me that what was going on was the whole muscle bunching up underneath my shoulder blade thing, and she said basically stress and anxiety is what has caused this, and I was in awe. I couldn't believe that my stress and anxiety has actually caused me to be physically injured. And I dealt with this for like 3 weeks, guys. I mean, it was no joke. Like, it was horrible. So it can really affect you. It can give you strokes, heart attacks. My blood pressure gets so high sometimes. Like, I can feel my face just. It feels like my face and my brain are just boiling. So hold on a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, basically anxiety and stress and all that can really physically harm you. Heart attacks, strokes, I mean anything. One of my regulars at work, his wife is only 33 years old, and she was so stressed out at her job that she developed a brain bleed. And it was like almost like a stroke, I guess. 33 years old, and she's having to go through therapy. She can't talk right. She can't, read, like all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's scary actually. And for the fact that this motherfucker decided that he was not going to help me further, in treating my anxiety, seeing what a wreck I was. I mean, I literally had a panic attack in the fucking office, okay? Like, this dude's Asian. I am not racist at all, but like, he's, straight overseas. Like, maybe we're having a communication problem. I don't fucking know. But I've been going to him for a year, and he just wants to push all these pharmaceuticals on me that I refuse to take because the last antipsychotic that he tried to give me, one of the fucking side effects is sudden death, diabetes, like all kinds of shit. I'm a paranoid bitch already. Like, you're gonna try to give me something like that? No, like, I already talked to him about that. I decided I'm gonna do cognitive behavioral therapy to treat my bipolar disorder and my PTSD and my OCD and try to work on my anxiety somewhat, but we agreed that he was going to treat my anxiety. And I go into his office today, and this is how I'm treated. Like, I mean, he talks about he's worried about me being dependent on them. Like, dude, no, like, I am so stressed out that, like, they're not working. I need something else. And anxiety is a lifelong battle here, guys. Like, you don't just wake up one morning and catch the anxiety flu and fucking get over it in a couple months. Like, I've been dealing with it for my whole life. I didn't know what it was when I was a kid, but it's progressively gotten worse, along with my other mental disorders. The older I get, the more things that happen in my life, the more traumas, it makes it worse. And he's supposed to be helping me treat my anxiety. And he's not. Like, he's gonna continue to prescribe me something that's not even helping me, and I'm completely disgusted. I'm gonna be looking for a new psychiatrist Monday. Like, I'm calling the office and I'm gonna tell them I don't want to be seen by him anymore. They need to find me somebody else. And I'm gonna keep looking until I find someone that actually wants to fucking help me manage my anxiety on a daily basis, because I cannot deal with this shit much longer. Like, I can't. It's affecting my friendships, it's affecting my relationships, it's affecting my job. It makes me not want to get out of bed in the mornings. It makes me not want to go out to the stores. It makes me not want to do a lot of things. And it's very debilitating, along with my other mental issues, such as, my post-traumatic stress disorder and my bipolar disorder and my OCD and all that. It all ties in together. Like, the more anxious I am, and the more stressed out I am, the more on edge I am, and the more crazy I feel, and the more up and down my moods are. So the anxiety and the stress is really affecting my life to a point where I almost can't even deal anymore. It's affecting my life to the point where I almost feel like I cannot keep on. And I'm not talking about suicide, like, I mean, been there, done that when I was younger. I just feel so lost. Like, I feel like I'm trapped in this box and no one will help me. And I'm just disgusted with the fucking psychiatrist. I wanted to get on here and just say, fuck you, dude. Like, I will not be seeing you anymore. You can go suck a dick. Like, I will find someone else that will help me. And I hope and pray that somebody will. I know there's way better psychiatrists out there than this asshole. So he's got to, there's got, something's got to give here. But, basically, I just wanted to get on here, guys, and I wanted to do a little rant about my psychiatrist visit today, and I wanted to talk about anxiety a little bit and let you guys know that if you think you're alone, I feel you. Like, I know exactly what you're going through. I deal with it on a daily basis. And, if you guys ever feel like suicidal or you don't want to live anymore, feel free to contact me and talk to me or talk to somebody. Don't do that to your family. I recently just lost a friend from work that committed suicide about 8 months ago, and he was only 23 years old, and it was just, nobody knew that it was coming, and it was really sad, and people, he's missed to this day. He left his whole family behind. He left his fiance behind. He left his whole life behind. Like, suicide's not the answer, guys, and I'm not saying that when I'm saying that I feel like I want to give up, because I know that suicide's not the answer, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to describe how I feel, and for those that do suffer from similar things that I do, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying, and, I just want to let you know that you're not alone out there, guys. Anxiety fucking sucks. It's a bitch. And for those of you assholes that want to act like it's made up, or mental issues or disorders are made up, fuck you. Like, fuck you. Do you think that I really want to feel like this every day? Do you think that I want to feel trapped? And do you think that I want to feel so anxious that I want to tear my skin off and just run around naked through the fucking neighborhood? Like, do you think that I ask for this? Do you think people want this? Like, no. So fuck you. Like, it's a disease. It's a mental disease. And for those people that try to act like it's just a made up fucking disorder or whatever, like, for real, go fuck yourself. Like, straight up. And I mean, until you're walking somebody else's shoes, you're not going to know what that person's feeling inside their head. Like, people that have watched my videos that I've made previously probably didn't know that I was going through all this shit, and probably didn't know what's going through my head, and still really have no fucking clue everything that's going through my head. But I'm just trying to get on here and be relatable with you guys and let you guys know that I know exactly what you're dealing with, because I'm dealing with it too if you suffer from these mental disorders. And just keep on keeping on, guys. Like, we gotta stay strong, and we just gotta try to fight this. It's a fucking long-term, lifetime battle. Anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, like, all of that is a lifelong battle, and you have to be strong. And I know it's easy to say, like, everyone tells me to be strong, and I'm like, it's really fucking easy to say. But you know what? I've made it 26 years, and I'm going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to really try to just find another doctor that's going to help me instead of this asshole. And that's what you guys need to do too. Like, and also, don't let them push a bunch of crazy pharmaceuticals on you. Like, do your research, guys. Look up herbal supplements instead. And I actually am going to make another video about herbal supplements and herbal remedies in my next video. But, just do your research, stay smart, and anxiety is a bitch. Fuck you, anxiety. Fuck you, bipolar disorder. Fuck you, PTSD. Fuck you, OCD. Like, fuck you. Alright, so that's about it, guys. I'm running out of time. I hope that this helped somebody, and I'm sorry about my long rant, but I just had to get it the fuck out because I'm about to flip my shit. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys have a great fucking day, and I'll talk to you next time.